Good morning, everyone. WCIA3 meteorologist Jacob Dickey here in the studio with me. Just on the side is meteorologist Jack Griffin and meteorologist Amelia Henderson. They're going to step in real quick. We're going to be putting them back into the storm tracker. Jack, you've been out there this morning.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what you've seen before we get started here with our update.
Yeah, so if you guys are watching, I was on I-74 and I came across the shutdown at Farmer City. It was extremely icy. In fact, it was hard to tell, but when I was at a dead stop, the car was just moving with ever so slightly with that little angle on the roads because of all the ice. It was extremely rough out there. And then coming back on the eastbound side was slightly better, but we're not going to go out on 74 today.
No,
It's an ice rink right now, and we've got multiple accidents that I saw, even between Farmer City, Mahomet, and Champaign. There's multiple accidents there, so I'm going to get those uploaded here, and then we'll be able to use them during a newscast. But, yeah, it was we're up this morning. I got to say, that rain that we had last night, all that rain that we had last night, and with it freezing, really put down a really thick, very, very slick layer of ice on the ground. So that's been one of the problems that we've had to deal with so far this morning. And then add in the snow, which is coming down. Champaign right here in downtown actually is coming down pretty heavy as I pulled in. So I think we're near that heavy rain band right now, or that snow band right now.
Snow band, yeah. So Amelia, you and Jack will be out there in the storm tracker. We've been here this morning, Amelia. It was getting a little wild with all those reports coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been in here covering, of course, everything that's been going on. Jacob has been doing great behind the scenes. I was, of course, mainly on air this morning, but we've seen several reports, as Jack just mentioned, towards Farmer City that is now shut down. Reports of I-55, right, towards, what did we say? Just several areas have been.
We're going to go through the list
we're
in a little bit.
There's plenty to talk about here. Lots of stuff going on this morning. But as some people have been messaging me saying, I haven't seen any snow towards Effingham, closer towards I-70. Don't worry, you will be seeing that snowfall here in just a bit. It's going to be coming in two bands. The first band coming in and coming a little bit more widespread. Once that cold air does filter in, it'll be mainly just snowfall here. So that second band, though, that's what we're really focusing on for tomorrow.
That's right. Now we're going to get you guys in the storm tracker and get you out of here because we've got reports coming up live on TV at 9. Of course, we're doing a Facebook Live now. Quick update, if they get in the storm tracker and hit the road, we might bring your shot up. So we'll see how that works.
Bye,
But we'll see you. Stay safe out there and have more reports for us coming up at 9. All right, so updates that we've got for you this morning. What we are looking at, we're going to have updates to the system. We are still well on track. It is very early in the game for this system. We told you this is a marathon, not a sprint. The snow totals go all the way through tomorrow night, so there is still a good 30 hours left in this event. Those higher totals are coming, and we've already had some places see high totals with this first round. We'll get to you some snowfall number reports from this morning, updates on road closures and traffic, and much, much more here across the region. Let's take a look now at our camera list across the area. And I'm going to bring the cameras full screen. Of course, right now looking at Gibson City, you can see the snow is ripping there in the region and coming down very heavy out there. We go over to Bloomington as well and seeing the same thing. It is a very heavy snow band here. 1 to 2 inch snowfall rates are coming with this here. And you can see in Bloomington, there's the camera popping up. That is some heavy snow here into the region. That's looking up on I-55 on the north side of town. Let's jump on down to Springfield. Some of the reports coming west of Sangamon County have been very high. You can't even see the ground based on how the snow is and continuing to pour through the area. It is ripping snow, as we want to say here. This is a look in Decatur right now. The snow really coming down. There's a layer of ice in the lens. That layer of ice is on the roads. Road conditions are not great because of that here. We jump into Champaign. We can see the State Farm Center with the snow coming on down. The snow rates are very heavy now, and they will pick up more in Champaign-Urbana here as we move on through. We are just getting started with this event here. This is another look off to the west. As we see here, the studio camera popping on up. There it is. It's ripping here. The snow really coming on down fast. Let's jump on over to we want to get Pontiac. I want to jump back to the north and west before we do. Pontiac has been getting snow, and there's some snowfall amounts of 6 inches plus up in Livingston County. There you can see the snow just ripping through the area right now. Let's drop south. We've had some folks say, what about us? Charleston, it's been a little bit late for the snow. There's not much there, but there is the ice. We knew there would be ice and a little bit higher amounts of ice there. The same in Mattoon. That ice is very evident starting to see some snow, and the snow's going to pick up. Danville had been a little late for you as well here. Now the snow coming on down, and it is picking up very quickly here into the region. That's a look at our cameras. And so we're going to talk now about radar, what we're seeing before we get you those reports on closures and the snowfall numbers that I've got so far. Here we go. You can see these bright blues, these deep blue colors, indications of heavy snow. If you think it's heavy now in Champaign-Urbana, you just wait a little bit here. This band of heavy snow lifting to the north and east will bring perhaps near whiteout conditions at times along Interstate 57 from Champaign towards Mattoon, Charleston, Effingham, and Neoga. And even down here towards Vandalia, that deep blue mixing on in. See this line right here? There's a fairly sharp cutoff where the freezing rain and sleet is. And all this yellow down here, that's going to be in Clark County, south of Marshall, parts of Jasper and Crawford counties. There likely is some sleet mixing in there as well. The heavy snow just off to the north and west. If I zoom in a little bit here, when we look at radar, down here where that transition is, you know, radar is looking a little higher up, so it's not an exact, but it will be coming. You can see this line here. Paris is right there. There's Casey. Here's Green up in Toledo. Effingham, Diederich. We've got Watson, Vandalia, St. Elmo, Altamont, all in there. Those areas are seeing the transition. It will come with time here to fill in the last little bit. We said some spots would not see it down here until after 10 a.m. That's the forecast, and that's panning out here for us. That heavy snow to the north continues here, and we'll bring it full screen for you. A lot of heavy snow in Shelby and Moultrie counties now. A lot of heavy snow coming out of Macoupin and Montgomery counties. We've got a lot of heavy snow now in even the Decatur area as that band is moving to the north and to the east, and we'll bring it back up to the north to get some more of those locations for you. This snow band now, here we go, east of Pontiac. That's going to be near Cabery and Stell and Kempton, down towards Roberts, Gibson City, Saybrook, Leroy, Clinton. That heavy band continues to push on. And as we look here, we're going to loop this for you. You'll see the general motion is an eastward with a northeastward trend here. This is going to fill on in and give us a lot of snow in a short period of time in Champaign, Vermilion, Douglas counties. And it's been bringing a lot of snow already to the west there with other spots. Let's take a look at some of the snowfall numbers. These are the numbers since last night. The snow started through 7:30 this morning. And the numbers keep coming in here. There's probably some more updates. I haven't had a chance to totally look at them. We've already had 8 inches as of 7:30 in Cass County, Beardstown, Bluff Springs, Carlock. That's northwest of Bloomington. 9 inches. Bloomington was at 5 inches there. Lincoln at 5 inches. Champaign was at 2 inches. That number will increase and fairly quickly. And a lot of these numbers already are much higher in instances. Dwight, Chatsworth are above 6 now. But these are the numbers we posted as of 7:30 into the region. Where the snow is falling, road conditions are not great. We know that. You can tell that. The roads are mostly covered, and there's a fairly sharp cutoff here. The problem we have is that we had rain. Now we get cold temperatures. That rain on the road, the water freezes, puts a little layer of ice. And that's all you need, a glaze of ice, and then you add snow on top. And those road conditions are not great at all here. We'll continue to see these conditions deteriorate. That mostly and totally covered amounts are going to quickly drop to the south and east as the snow does. Also, the sleet won't help those road conditions either. And so that's something that we're going to continue to monitor and keep you updated on. But just count on near dangerous travel starting now. Some areas it's almost impossible. I saw that Cass County Sheriff's Office reported blowing and drifting. They said that roads were so bad they were asking folks to stay off the roads. Illinois State Police in Ashcombe, that district for Ford and Iroquois County, asked folks to stay off the roads. They instituted a no-tow ban. No tow advisory, which essentially means they'll get you out of your car will stay behind, and they will save your, they'll get you out of there and save your car on the side of the road for tow trucks to get when things clear on out. And so that is going to be a problem here. We are still well on the way to 12 to 16 inches of snow. I have no doubt in my mind these snow totals will be high here because we go all the way through Friday morning with this. There's 2 rounds of snow coming. The round now, this morning we told you, we would not have much in some spots, but it will increase quickly with time. There's another band that will be following it, and that will be for tonight into tomorrow. That second band will be the finishing blow here with near blizzard conditions coming on through. Of course, here's that ice forecast. The good news is we did lower amounts to the south and brought the snow totals up a little. That's because we're trading that off, which is also good news in the sense of power outages, less of a concern, still maybe an issue locally, especially when the wind picks on up here. We're going to call it medium on our list here. Really, it's the travel conditions that are going to continue to be terrible all the way starting today, tonight, tomorrow, and into Thursday night and Friday with the blowing and drifting. So we are just starting the event. I can't stress that enough. You may think, oh, there's not much out there right now. Give it time. It will come. This morning into the afternoon will be some of the heaviest snow that we have here into the region. So we will watch and keep you updated. I'll tell you what. Road crews are doing the best they can. They were out this morning. I saw 5, 6, 7 plows easily on my quick, normally 5-minute drive into town. But they have a big battle with them here, so those road conditions are not great. I think in town, if you got to make an emergency trip, you got to go to work, that happens. We understand that's the case. But if you're able to, stay home. Enjoy a couple of snow days here and avoid any travel. Rural areas may not get a choice out of this, especially once the blowing and drifting picks on up. We already know there's that problem in a lot of spots along Interstate 55. That's going to fill in as we go through the afternoon and into the evening hours in the region. So we will watch and keep you updated on that. That's what I got for you winter weather impacts wise. I do want to mention real quick before I set it off, we've got a newscast live at 9. Join us. We've got lots of updates, new updates on wrecks, road closures, some serious incidents that have happened into the area. Off the top of my head, I know Farmer City, Interstate 74 westbound, closed. Unknown how long that will happen. We had Jack Griffin out there this morning. I-55 Lexington southbound in McLean County, closed. That one due to a multi-vehicle pileup. And we believe there are several semis there. It's going to take several hours, according to Illinois State Police, to clear that. There are lots of wrecks elsewhere. Vermilion County has reported a number of wrecks over the last 30 minutes as the ice has started to pick up and the snow comes on down. It is very slick here and very much going to stay that way as we go into tonight, tomorrow, and into Friday. Again, 12 to 16. We are well on our way to those high-end totals over a foot here into the region with still 8 to 12 to the south. That's a lot of snow. And this 4 to 8 south of Interstate 74, we may end up having to up that a little bit more here before all is said and done. A number is a number. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Roads are slick. It's the impacts that we are driving home with this forecast, and that's why we've got this graphic for you here again. Snow totals will be very high impacts, mainly to the roads. The power outage concern down a little bit, but still we may have some outages into the area, especially when the wind picks up and given the ice that's already there. So we're going to watch it and keep you updated on that here. This goes through today, tonight, tomorrow, perhaps into Thursday night, and into Friday morning. That's the update I have for you. I got to get off here. We got some quick meeting before the news update, 8:55 and 9 a.m. shows. We've got all kinds of things on there if you want school closings and more. Be sure and head on over to our website, WCIA.com. The last thing I want to show you real quick is our winter storm live blog. This here, an excellent resource to get updates and information. We continue to update on accidents. This was an accident that was down by I-72. We'll have updates on what happened there at 9. It turned into a water rescue. Sangamon County Mass Transit District is stopping bus conditions. They are suspending service. We know that the Danville Mass Transit has suspended. We have not heard from Champaign-Urbana. They're at least running on snow routes. All that information. A lot of airports have cancellations. Amtrak has even suspended service throughout the area over the next couple of days. Whoop, that's not what I want to do. We'll back that up. There we go. So again, the snow will continue to fall, and it will continue to fall for the next several hours. There will be a bit of a break this evening. Round number 2 picks up tonight into Thursday with more blowing and drifting likely. That's what I got for you. I'd love to answer questions. I encourage you to check the forecast online. Check the Winter Storm blog online, a news source for you to get up-to-date information and more. We'll keep you updated as much as we can. Just count on travel to be a big concern here as we go through the rest of the day. Take care. We will see you live on WCIA 3 News at 9. Again, live on WCIA 3 News at noon with updates in the studio and out in the field.